you've got to keep, as this is, you know this, you got to keep up with technology. I wish it would stop. I really would. I don't want to learn anything new. You know, I tell my kids, look, I'm becoming grandma. You know what I mean? Please make this stop. You know what I mean? Whoa, you're beating us up here. We're going home with our buddies. No, you're not. You're going to go back in the Army. We're going to stick you somewhere. They said, we're not fighting anymore. They mutiny. As Chamberlain says in the movie, I just thought that was a naval term. But they mutiny. We're not going. They've been put under basically armed guard, disarmed. They're marching behind the Army. Nobody knows what to do with them. Okay? Well, in this division, there's one regiment from Maine. Has school teachers leading it, right? Let's dump them on him.
I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I wasn't really understanding the sort of Civil War school leadership relationship, but it's pretty clear now. I'm really beginning to see how leadership stance and decisions can affect a whole lot of people. So I'm really enjoying so far and learning a lot.
So I have to admit I didn't come in with that many expectations. I had heard from a few other previous con fellows that they had really enjoyed it. What I've learned so far is that the Army divisions are very similar to divisions that we have in the education world. For example, you know, the central administration, superintendents, principals, and then all of the people at the school level staff. And the way that the leadership goes and the way many of us in the principalship goes are quite similar in that we have to manage up in many ways and that we're responsible for many people at the school level.
Well, my expectations for coming here to the battlefield is, I guess, to see how did the generals and leaders make decisions on the battlefield. Not exactly a battlefield, but it can align to the educational arena that we're in as far as with communicating, making decisions on the fly, making decisions through stressful environments. So I definitely can take that back and look at the leadership styles of the generals and the leaders during the Civil War and apply that to my leadership style at the school as far as how I support the capacity of my leaders and my teachers within my building.
This trip has really made me think a lot about different leadership skills, and really I'm able to make connections to the different decisions that leaders made. It also makes me think about middle management and the importance of communication. So I am definitely establishing a really great network of colleagues, and also more importantly is to really think about the implications of this war and the decisions that the generals and all the leaders have made, and how it connects to the decisions that I need to make as a school building leader.
Show us. Go deeper into the woods. What are they looking for? Chamberlain's flanks. Chamberlain's got his men lined up from this monument right there. Go up along where the stone wall where those fellas are. Okay? He's only got two guys at the end, and there's a whole bunch of Alabamians swinging around. So what's he do? Chamberlain leaves half of his men here. He lines the other half of them up from that monument down in that direction where you see a little stone wall. Puts his men into an L. Fights off a third attack. Pretty good work for that school teacher, right? You got a problem. Now it's only one thin line, not one man behind the other. Okay? And he's in his own L. If the Confederates break through here, they're shooting in the backs of these boys. And the Alabamians swing out farther. Chamberlain fights off a fourth attack. Now he's lost about a third of his men. He's going to the dead and wounded. He's grabbing their ammunition. He fights off a fifth attack. But now his line is bent back like this, in a V. And here come the Alabamians again. He's out of ammunition. Got to hold at all hazards. It's one man's decision. The school teacher. He tells his men, fix bayonets. And you hear the click, 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 click right behind you. Okay? And he says, charge. Swinging down this hill like a gate. Bayonet charge. Hits, stuns the Alabamians, and now 52 guys stand up in the woods to put a barrage of those mini balls in. The company he had sent out with those sharpshooters. Alabamians are getting attacked from the front, shots from the side. They've had a long day themselves. Chamberlain holds this hill. Holds this hill. Pretty good work for that school teacher. General Meade realizes there's a whole lot going on this end of the field he doesn't understand. He better understand it. So he sends his chief engineer down here. He sends General Gouverneur Warren down here. He tells Warren if there's a problem, fix it. And Warren's going to stand right on that rock. See him there? And he'll be there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. He's going to see a whole lot of things that bother him. Number one, he's chief engineer in the Army. He knows this high ground has to be held, right? Should have had my Brooklyn stories ready. I'm sorry. After 14. End of the day, Robert E. Lee takes all this ground in front of him. Takes the wheat field, he takes the peach orchard. He doesn't take this high ground.
This experience is incredible in that we're going over a lot of the leadership decisions that many of the generals have made here, and looking at those folks that we are working with in our schools, and making us think about what the decisions we're making and how these things are going to be affecting us and our school, and the implication. So this is a tremendous experience.
After reading The Killer Angels, I got myself reacquainted with the Civil War battles here at Gettysburg, but actually being on the battlefield reminded me of what actually our forefathers took place in regards to their strategy, their commitment, and already I'm thinking about how I'm going to transfer that to the school setting. For instance, one of the things I'm realizing is you have to have a commitment. I talk about a commitment to learning in school, but once you are committed to learning, whether it's in the battlefield or in the classroom, wherever it is, the strategies that come from that commitment demonstrate true leadership. As I'm learning more and more about what Chamberlain did and some of the other generals. And overall, I'm happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to actually sharing this with both my students and my staff.
I would say for day one, the experience has been very incredible, particularly starting with the walk. I think the walk was an amazing bonding experience for us con fellows. Getting a chance to walk that battlefield with our colleagues was an amazing triumph for us to walk together along that path that young men did many years ago as fighting a war. Here we are able to walk that same field and reminisce in that experience through a leadership standpoint. It was very eye-opening. I think coming to the museum really encapsulates our experience in seeing through the eyes and through the narration of that video that we just saw, and also depicted in that still photo and that panoramic view was just an amazing way of bringing all this to hold.
We'll go through this. We don't have a crew, but we're going to make a crew. They didn't always have a crew. You know, Cushing was the last of the gun crew left, and he was a lieutenant. But his people died, and he took over. He died stopping the vent. Clean the vent. You don't step in front of the barrel. You bring out the waste. You want to make sure that's what's going to do. You stop the vent. Wherever you are. You see how that comes back a little.
That's the zoo. It's heavy.
We're always going to get a turn, so this is really heavy.
Oh yeah,
Fire!
Woo! And then you take this out?
Same time.
Okay. All right.
Ready?
Yes. Okay.
And fire!
So today we're at the Daniel Lady Farm, and we have just done two experiences, which is visiting the local house where the officers were healing after the big battle at Culp's Hill, and then we just learned how to fire period guns, which was also very exciting. I think from a leadership perspective, the most interesting thing that I've learned is how important it is to actually share an experience and to gain the perspective of other people so that you understand how that actually informs decisions. So I'm excited to move forward and continue this and learn a little bit more.
Being in Gettysburg has been an amazing experience. I've learned about the Civil War, I've learned from the Civil War, and it's been an outstanding experience sharing it with my colleagues. As far as leadership goes, I've learned that communication is key, and the importance of surrounding yourself with people that are competent and listening to their input when you're making decisions. So that transcends from the battlefield, from corporations, into schools, into all different types of institutions.
It's been a profound couple of days here. I've taken away so many things, especially about decision making and team building, and just the history alone here has been really unsettling and incredible to learn from.
Someone's going to be front. So if he's gone, then... Well, I guess this, whoever's here, like here, Angie, and whoever's here.
I cannot take. I might get taken out.
You can take all these ones.
All right, assume your positions.
Okay.
All right, yep. All right, now here's the situation, team. The timekeeper, when she yells fire, we take it from returning the gun to its rightful position and you swabbing and etc. Now, at some point, I will take out two people. The timekeeper will tell you when 30 seconds has elapsed. You won't probably be on task. It's designed to up the stress. Okay?
Thousand rounds.
Oh, you gotta put the thumb on the vent. You put the thumb on the vent. Now you're ramming it out. Okay. Okay, boy, we got a slow powder monkey. Get back here.
So he gets it in there?
Okay, ram
Turn that rammer around.
Bang, you're dead.
Why? Can't you sue?
Oh, sure.
It's out.
Go.
Wrong place, the wrong time.
Wiggle your hands.
Right, there you go. Oh. 30 seconds down. That was awesome. Not yet. Everyone move. Turn around.
Fire!
Boom!
Good.
Turn the rammer around. Make sure you swing it.
Oh, where's this?
1 minute down.
Yeah, do this first. Okay, now you...
Charge.
They've lost their feet.
They're shooting at you. They're shooting at you.
Oh my God.
They're shooting at you.
Dying.
That's war. They're shooting back at you. All right, the obvious question.
Talk about laying down in the jungle.
How did the stress level go when you started having people calling off sick or you have this critical situation? It kind of stepped things up, didn't it? I mean, you're covering too much.
It's a little more complicated back there. There's a couple more moving pieces than
There
up
are,
front.
and depending on the level, somebody's got to step up. So I think you did amazing. Give them a round. Yes, sir.
Would they have backup people to...
The Union Army's in a fishhook formation, protecting the two roads to Washington, D.C., the Baltimore Pike and the Taneytown Road. The Confederates are on the outside, the red line here. They go all the way around Culp's Hill, through town, okay, ending right about where we're standing. What happened? Day one, ran those Yankees off the field, north and west of this town. Woo! Overwhelmed them, rushed them all the way back to that hill behind that little white house where those trees are not there.
Oh.
Day two, almost surrounded the Union Army. We attacked the hills. We got them nailed. We nailed them I took the bottom part of the Culp's Hill. We almost got to the top of Cemetery Hill. And the hill back there, boy, we just missed by an ace of taking it. We got stopped by a school teacher. Imagine that. Taking that hill. He's been knocking off the Union Cannon. What's your name, son? We were knocking off those Union Cannon. You see, they stopped firing back, the Union boys. They're in total disarray, and they are falling back. In fact, I'm going to start in place. Ready? Okay?
I want to walk up.
I need to head that way. What?
Are you actually leaving?
Yes.
All right. If anyone does not desire to follow or to go, I'm returning to the bus to get him on the other side, and you can accompany me. But nobody's going to go.
We
with
shamed
me,
them
right?
all into going. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Advance the flag. 2 perfectly straight lines all across the field. Anybody else want to address any other personal issues? Because I'm an understanding Army sergeant. Oh, good questions. We like that in the Army, too.
They said I don't have to walk. I'm in a union. They said I don't have to walk.
Look to your left. I can see up on that high ground. Here comes General Pettigrew's men. Here comes General Trimble's men coming across that field. Look right over here in front of us on this ridgeline. There's General Garnett. Now, he's on his horse. Now, the rule was, General Lee said, don't go on horseback. You're too good a target. Garnett hurt his foot. He can't walk. Advance the flag. Left, right, left, right.
Left, right, left, right.
Charge! We started back by Robert E. Lee. 46% casualties. We were the safest regiment to be in.
Oh my God.
Okay.
In open field.
15 of the 16 colonels, including our Colonel Kerr Eilert, were killed or wounded on this field. Captains are leading us across the field. Someplace just sergeants are leading companies across the field. Please, you'll come back here.
Back to the end.
Mike, you in there. You be back there.
Was this bottom piece here and all of this. The door was added on this unmistakably. I tried opening it from the other room. It started doing this. Okay, I'm not opening it because you know what? The standard is here. Well, I'm going to tell you. June of '64, because now we're before the war, so our house is pre-war. Very pre-war. It was built between 25 and 30. So that's really pre-war. Even pre-Mexican war.
All right, prepare to fire. Fire!